Welcome back to another YouTube video. Time to talk about Raw, NXT, and AEW. So, Raw. Kevin Owens, Big E, Seth Rollins. Seth fought Finn. Seth beat Finn. Big E fights Kevin. Kevin wins by DQ because Seth Rollins interferes. Kevin Owens is added to the match at day one. So it's a triple threat for the WWE Championship, which I do believe Big E will win by pinning Kevin Owens. Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan signed a contract for a match that is next week. Becky Lynch said, I'm going to beat you, Liv Morgan, because I'm better than you. Liv Morgan basically said, No, I'm going to win. And you're also the reason why my friends aren't here anymore. Obviously, making reference to the people that got fired, which obviously we all know it's not Becky Lynch's fault, but, storyline wise. RK Bro, Dirty Dogs, RK Bro retain as they should, as they would, because they're not going to lose on a random Raw. I would hope not. Edge comes back after a month. Uh, Edge and Miz have a promo battle, not nearly as good as MJF and CM Punk, obviously. Edge says, You left your. Miz is like, Well, I'm the biggest star on Raw. I was on Dancing with the Stars, representing WWE, because that's how great I am. Okay, thanks, Miz. The match isn't going to be that great. Edge is probably going to beat Miz. I don't know why Edge would lose. Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. Street Profits win. AJ and Omos were out there. AJ was pretending that he was blind because of the fire extinguisher from last week. Yeah. AJ obviously is blind. Street Profits win that match because AJ tried to distract him and it didn't work. Damian Priest versus Apollo Cruz. Damian Priest beats Apollo Cruz, and Dabba-Kato gets ejected from ringside. Commander Aziz, whatever. Mysterios versus Cedric and Shelton. Mysterios win, as you would expect them to, because they lost to Bobby Lashley a couple of times, and then they beat, Bobby Lashley's friends. 10-woman tag. Dana Brooke, Bianca, Nikki, Rhea, Liv Morgan versus Zelina, Doudrop, Lynch, Carmella, Tamina. So, yeah, the faces win. Liv Morgan wins in a match that was 19 minutes. The match was good. Yeah, that was Raw. All right. NXT. So it had the women's match, which was Kaylee Ray versus Dakota Kai. Kaylee Ray wins, so the faces have the man advantage. I say man advantage because that's what they always call it. The woman advantage, we'll say. There you go, since it was a women's match. So yeah, history will tell you all except for the first war game, because that's what always happens. But I don't know. Will history repeat itself? Will the team with the person advantage lose, or will they win? Who knows? My prediction for that specific War Games match is Toxic Attraction wins, or you could go Io Shirai pins Mandy Rose, and then that'll basically signify Io Shirai is going to get the next title shot. Who knows? You know what? I'll go with the faces. Cameron Grimes versus Andre Chase. Cameron Grimes beats him, and then Duke Hudson comes out and starts taunting Cameron Grimes, and he's like, "Hey, this is your last match. You're gonna win with a full head of hair." And actually, Cameron Grimes is probably gonna beat you at War Games. My prediction, by the way, Cameron Grimes wins that match. Braun Breaker versus Johnny Gargano ladder match. Braun Breaker wins. The heels have the man advantage, which makes more sense, by the way. And I'm saying the faces are going to win. Champa pins Carmelo Hayes, maybe? I don't know. I guess. Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner versus Legado del Fantasma. Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner win. Kyle O'Reilly. And then Diamond Mine come out and they start doing promos basically saying how Roderick Strong's going to retain the Cruiserweight Championship at War Games. We'll go with Roddy for the win. Okay. To keep the 205 Live Championship as a 205 Live and Under title, we'll go with Roddy for the win. I had to repeat myself because the stream messed up for 2 seconds. Solo Sikoa versus Endurus. Endurus? Endufe? Yeah, Solo Sikoa wins. And then Bella attacks after the match, and then Sikoa fights him off. So, yeah, there you go. Indy Hartwell and Persia Parada versus Ulissa Leone and Valentina Feroz. Persia and Indy Hartwell win. Indy Hartwell obviously still concerned about Dexter Loomis, which she's off TV with a broken hand, storyline wise. He might have some actual injury. I don't know. I don't know what it is. AEW. The biggest thing that happened on AEW was Cody putting Andrade through a flaming table. And Cody still got booed in his hometown. So that's great. That's great, Cody. That's great. Cause CM Punk versus Lee Moriarty. CM Punk beats him in like 10 minutes. Lee Moriarty got a lot of offense, which MJF was pointing out on commentary, like, oh yeah, he's PG Punk now, which is a total Miz line. Miz would say this line like 1,000 times before it gets old. Anyways, Wardlow versus AC Adams. Wardlow beats him. Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander. Ruby Soho wins the quarterfinals. So yeah, Ruby Soho goes on to fight Nyla Rose. Will she beat Nyla Rose? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Cody and Andrade, the street fight. I literally just said what happened. Cody wins, put him through a flaming table. Adam Cole and the Young Bucks attack Orange Cassidy, get run off by best friends. Leo Rush says that he has a that doesn't matter if he has a 1% chance or a 100% chance, he's gonna fight, do his damnedest to win that Dynamite Diamond Dozen Battle Royal next week. 2.0 and Daniel Garcia attack Chris Jericho. Jericho's not going to be on commentary for Rampage. Thunder Rosa is going to be on commentary for Jade Cargill's match on Rampage. What else is that? Is that everything? Oh yeah, Brian versus Brian versus there it is. Brian versus Alan Angels. There you go. Brian beat Alan Angels, and then Adam Page was going to come out to attack him, and then John Silver was like, "No, don't," because remember Tony Khan said if you attack him, you'll get suspended. Attacking him before their match in 2 weeks, obviously. So yeah, they're going to have a match in 2 weeks for the world title. Who wins that? I would hope Hangman Page keeps it for a little bit at least. Kenny Omega had it for a long time. So at least let Hangman Page, I'd say, keep it till Full Gear. And then we'll see. Keep it till Full Gear. So yeah, that's everything. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys later.